Hello, my name is Aaron Sadoff, Superintendent of School District North Fond du Lac. Thank you for watching the summary of our regular board meeting for March 24th, 2014. During the regular board meeting, there was a lot of celebrations, including recognizing our winter all-conference athletes in girls and boys basketball, also in wrestling, and we had over 11 students, we had 11 students recognized for first, second, or honorable mention all-conference. Great job, all athletes, and thank you to coaches and also athletic director Mike McDowell for all the work that he's done. Also, we're looking forward to a great spring season. We also have track events in, and we're looking forward to having a great baseball season under the leadership of our new baseball coach, Coach Eric Purswell. Also softball, we're doing some renovations right on Thirk, so as you're driving by Friendship on Thirk, you can see that we're going to be adding some dugouts and a scoreboard, new shed, some new fencing to help our Lady Orioles continue to dominate and play in an area that's more fitting for what they need in order to be successful. We also looked at a preview for the April 1st election for school board, and in that there was a very close race, and it was all write-ins, and the winner was Vicki Goldovsky, who has a child at Friendship Learning Center. Vicki is also a doctor at Dynamic Chiropractic on Pioneer Road, South Fond du Lac. She will be joining Steve Hawk, Ryan Pilot, John Duffy, and Pete Chisholm as members of our 5-person board. We look forward to be working with Vicki and having her being one of the leaders of the school district of North Fond du Lac. Also, we talked about an update of a policy meeting, which we will be having in May. That meeting will be looking at our 100% redone policy guidebook that will be available online. We've been working with a company called Neola that will help us make sure that everything is succinct, accurate, and up to date, both by our needs of our community and by state and national statutes. Also, we looked at what other board items are going to be coming up in the future, and one thing that's very exciting is we're going to be looking at an entrepreneurial academy underneath the leadership of Miss Jill Lewinsky. We're going to be looking at actually building a sandwich and a beverage shop in the school district. Actually, it's going to be in the sewing room, where we're going to be able to kind of like have a hangout area after school for our students, and also help to generate the opportunities for students to learn how to sell things, how to make things, how to maintain an area, public relations, all the skills necessary to learn how to be somebody in society that can be productive and help them have real world experiences. So we look forward to Ms. Lewinsky along with Mr. Hayes, Ms. Breitrick, and also, Ms. Forbes, also Ms. Wiegand, as we look at really opening our opportunities for our kids to have differentiated learning opportunities in the high school and having a coffee shop. Now, for the new business, there was a change in the grading scale for next year. Instead of having our 93, 86, and so forth grading scale, a 7-point scale, we changed to 90, 80, 70, 60, and grade points that will correlate with that. The main change of that is that it's really not about the number of percentages, it's about the grade, and we're looking to moving towards more of a standards-based concept grading. But in the meantime, in order to be more consistent and with our students and other students around this area, many other districts have grading scales of 90, 80, 70, 60. So when we're looking at scholarships, college applications, a lot of times people don't take the opportunity to look at and say, oh, well, a 93 is an A here, but a 90 is an A somewhere else. So in order to get rid of that whole idea of we're different as far as our grading percentages is, next year it'll all be 90, 80, 70, 60. One of the upsides is I think students will have an opportunity to feel a little bit more appropriate about their skill set and what they're achieving. They have a 92%, that'll be an A instead of a B. And I think that's going to go a long way to help students really try to improve. Also, I think in the long run we're going to see teachers and staff and students realize that we're moving more towards what's going on at the elementary school, where it's not about you getting a percentage right or wrong, it's can you do it or can't you, and if you can't, we have to still help you try to learn how to do it. And that's more about the standards-based grading. So we're moving in I believe, the right direction. Our kids are going to be at an equal playing level with people around the area, competing for scholarships and also for college admissions, and plus it opens up that conversation so we can truly look at what's important when we try to take what a student's doing, their ability, transform that into some sort of symbol, and what we call grades, in order to communicate success or the lack thereof and the need to continue to work. We also not only considered but also accepted changing next year's schedule at the Horace Mann High School and Bessiano to a modified block. Now, I know people are saying, block, we've been in block, block. Relax. What it is on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, we'll have the same 7-period schedule. No different. But then on Wednesday, half of your classes, the even classes, will meet, and on Thursday, the odd classes will meet for an hour and a half. So what in essence we're going to do is we're going to have all classes meeting 4 times a week. Just one of those 4 days is going to be will be more time for labs, bigger assignments, working with groups. It'll give us a lot of flexibility. Plus at the high school, it will give us an opportunity to have something called intervention and enhancement time. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, students that are struggling on reading and math and writing, we're going to get data from different assessments that we have, and those students will be working with teachers in smaller groups to help them improve their reading, writing, and math skills. The other students are going to have an opportunity to do something they want to do. We could look at things of enhancement for math. If people are taking our CAP courses, AP courses, more study sessions, looking at things more in depth. We can also look at robotics classes. We can also look at music, maybe some guitar classes. It's going to be, sky's the limit, but it's going to be things that are going to engage students. It's not going to be just the idea of, okay, here's another 45 minutes, you do whatever you want. It's going to be engaging, enhancement type of opportunities. Also, we know that it's very important if we see something that's necessary that it happens during the school day. We know at the high school many students either work or play sports. So when we look at different clubs that people want to get involved in, be it student council, be it key club, be it chess club, be it whatever, maybe we'll even see more clubs, that on those days, if students are performing at a level that's helping them be successful, we can have meetings for those clubs during the day on Thursday and on Wednesday. So then we might see other clubs come up like business or DECA, a whole bunch of different clubs that could come up that then we say, you know what, during the day, at least once a week, you can meet. So that's going to be another opportunity for our students to be more engaged. And when we say engaged, want to be here on their own volition, not feel like they have to be here. So we see this modified block schedules giving us more opportunities to help students. It's kind of the best of the both worlds. We get to have kids all year round, but we also have an opportunity for once a week to really have those students in more of a longer period of time and utilize that time to do different things to help enhance learning and success. Also, the board approved Jenny Stahl as resigning as volleyball varsity head coach. Ms. Stahl's done an excellent job. She will still be our JV basketball coach and remains our counselor at the middle and high school. We appreciate all that she did. She stepped in and did a great job as varsity volleyball coach last year when there was a vacancy. Anybody out there interested, qualified, get your name into Mike McDowell. We're still looking for a varsity volleyball coach. We also then talked and considered and offered Anthony Rasmussen, one of our new teachers this year, who is also our chorus director, 612 choral director, as an assistant football coach. He also was a freshman basketball coach along with his father, done great things. One of our students has actually been nominated and tried out, as well as recognized as one of the top singers in the state, and will be on a state honors choir. That's Adriana Meadows, and that's because of what Mr. Rasmussen has done in order to really promote music and what he's and the arts. Also, we have 3 students, including Leanne Bavers, who's one of the leads in the St. Mary Springs North Fond du Lac musical that's showing this weekend, if this gets up, but this weekend, which is the 4th of April. So Mr. Rasmussen's absolutely done an incredible job, and now he'll also be coaching football for us with the varsity prep team in the fall. We also looked at some resignations of educators, our 2 special education educators at Early Learning Center, Jessica Spoody and Mary Katarincic. Mary served us for over 4 years as a teacher, and Jessica for just 1. Both of them are resigning for different reasons. One is that they're moving out of town, the other one has family things. But we want to thank both Mary and Jessica for their great service for our Early Learning Center, and we're working currently to fill those 2 special education positions for next year. We also approved a new carrier for long-term and short-term disability for the school district. Our short-term disability is paid for 100% by all of our employees if they want it. We're able to find a savings of 10% from our previous carrier to insure it through Madison Life, who's our new insurance carrier. Also, our long-term disability, which the district pays for, we saved over $6,000 by switching over to a new carrier, which is also Minnesota National Life, and they're a company sanctioned through National Insurance Services. There was no closed session report, but there was one other announcement, and that's that Mike McDowell, who has done a great job for the past 2 years as our athletic director and a social studies teacher, will be going back to school but also teaching full-time, and he will be our new technology education teacher taking over. Right now we have Mike Reichling and Joe Shante have done a fabulous job filling in with Jim Longo's retirement. They will not be back next year, and it will be Mike McDowell, who is an incredible asset to our our community and our district, who will now be our new technology education teacher with Mr. Kaiser. On behalf of the School Board of North Fond du Lac administrators, all educators and students, my name is Aaron Sadoff. I'm very fortunate to be the Superintendent School District North Fond du Lac. 2 months left. We look forward to continuing to serve all of you in the community, our students and our families. And also want to just give you a heads up that our meeting in May will be moved up 2 weeks. It will be on the 13th instead of the normal 4th Monday because of the Memorial Day weekend. But in April we will have our regular board meeting, and that's going to be the 4th Monday of April. Let me look at my calendar, and that will be the 28th. So thank you for watching this recap of the school board's regular meeting in the School District North Fond du Lac for March, and thanks for all that you do and the support that you've given our district.